So the big one was when we sent out the call to action. And we had in 14 days, 250 plus responses. So we knew we were onto something. A year ago to about today, we got the letter from the Army Rugby Union inviting us to come play, and they would host us as long as we could put a team together. Well, you're that team. So here we are. It's a nonprofit organization. It is not backed by the Department of Defense. It is not backed by USA Rugby. We are on our own. 3 or 4 years ago, I put an email out to the Army Rugby Union and got a response, and everything like we were starting to get the conversation going, and then COVID hit. And then it got resurrected when Paul Knowles and I were chatting. He's the Akuma rep. He's a graduate of Sandhurst, was a captain in the British Army, and was a member of the Army Rugby Union as well as the Combined Services team for the UK. And so he was a former team captain. He made a couple phone calls and boom, things started rolling really quick. As a former commander, my job was to resource and prepare soldiers through financial support, equipment, and training, and give them the most realistic training before they went into combat operations. And then we obviously do AARs and we follow up. So to bring you into the staff, I wanted to bring in the very best possible. Head coach Alan Clark. I also have running this crew will be Kevin Flynn. So Kevin is a team manager for the Seattle Seawolves, but he also has a big background playing for London Irish, and is Nick Kunamata. If you don't know Nick has been All Army since I can remember.
You got it, Coach.
Just give me a second.
Yeah.
When I came out of the Ranger Regiment, Special Forces, we were teammates together in '89. He just beat off cancer. These relationships go back decades, and I just want to see that continue.
It's been a passion of mine for a long time. I've got very, very close friends who served, and rugby certainly put them in a better space. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to help. But with that, thanks Mark. It's been a long journey that last year to get to where we're at now. I want to sit back 20 years from now and be on a board maybe and watch you guys take this to the next level.
It's a real privilege to be here. I speak on behalf of the other civilians in the room. You guys serve us. Our job is to serve you this week. What does that look like? It looks like you've got confidence come Friday night, and you've got energy in your systems, because we're fucking backs against the wall. Okay, no one's giving us a cat and hell's chance. So the quicker we can bond together and build those relationships, know our detail, our accuracy, we go out and we fight and we throw punches on Friday night. I don't want us fucking worrying about scoreboards. I want us concentrating on doing certain things well and ensuring when we come off the field we can look each other in the eye and we stood to our values. You're going to decide those values in a moment, but I want to give you a few points first. What I would like you to do is set a task. I want you to split into 3 groups. I'm going to assign you to those groups, but in about 10 minutes you're going to come back, nominate someone to share what our behaviours are. How are we going to measure ourselves? When people watch us on Friday night, what are they going to say about the US military rugby team? What do they look like? Not people who know anything about rugby, but people just look at them and go, fuck, those guys do X, X, X for each other. Okay, I think I won't be surprised by what you come back with, but it's really important that you own it, because essentially you're the men who represent us all.
So how important is that opening impression for you when you talk to the guys? I mean, you've been communicating with them virtually, obviously, but...
Yeah, I have in some small group activities and one-on-ones in the last 24 hours, but I think on behalf of everyone, A, it's a privilege for me to be here, and B, it's more about setting the scene, and Rugby's very like the military, you know, and the values of the military and rugby sport are tremendously comparable and transferable. So for me, I think it's really important that the players own what we're going to look like, and you would expect them to come back with effort, physicality. You know, we're a team that fight for everything, we never give up, and we're accurate. If we get that, scoreboard will look after itself.
And winning mindset.
Okay, winning mindset. Having a winning mindset, what's going to be really important? Think about actions. Okay, accuracy. Because without accuracy, we don't know where we're going. And we all know where we want to get to, but we don't know where we're going. We're like a road map, but we're all taking the windy roads instead of being on the direct road. Every route, okay? Fight for me is scraps. We never give up. We hustle hard. Yeah, we outwork them. So outwork them is a really, really important word. Effort. We got to see a team that. What does effort look like? Means you beat your opposite man. Okay? When you think you're pinned on the ground, you fucking fight to get up, and you beat him back in the feet. And if we have to scramble, we scramble. Or if we have to get on the end of a line break, we get on the end of a line break. You get where I'm going with this? It's about our actions, and that's what gives us. We've got to have the winning mentality, but to win, it's about our actions.
Captain American doll. This will be the most military talk I use. Inspectable item on you at all times. If you don't have it, sheriffs, do your worst, I guess. Also, enough demerit to fine is you now take the doll and you're responsible for it as well. And that could be whatever you guys feel like again. But to start off, Larry, this is yours. Inspectable item, don't lose your cap.
Appreciate it.